the depth of grace and the strength of love. Today, we're going to slow down in chapter 3, and we're going to focus on verse 8, verse 16, and verse 17. Paul begins by speaking about grace, and he does so with humility. He says, although I am less than the least of all the Lord's people, this grace was given me to preach to the Gentiles, the boundless riches of Christ. He reminds us that grace was given to him, not because of his worth, but because of God's mercy. It teaches us something very important. It teaches us that grace is not a reward. Grace is an invitation. God doesn't wait for us to be ready. He calls us where we are. And that grace is never meant to stop with us. It flows outward, to be shared, to be lived, to point others back to Christ. Paul then prays for strength. I pray that out of his glorious riches, he may strengthen you with power through his Spirit in your inner being. But he's not praying for physical strength, not success, and not control. He's praying for inner strength, strength that only comes from God's Spirit. This is the kind of strength that holds us steady in weakness, that remains when answers don't come, that keeps us grounded when life feels heavy. It's quiet strength, but it's powerful. Then comes the heart of the prayer, so that Christ may dwell in your hearts through faith. And I pray that you, being rooted and established in love, going into verse 18, says, may have power together with all the Lord's holy people to grasp how wide and long and high and deep is the love of Christ. That Christ may dwell in our hearts through faith. Not pass through, not visit every once in a while like your grandmother, but dwell, to stay, to settle, to make a home. And when Christ dwells within us, our lives become rooted in love, anchored in love. Love becomes the foundation that we stand on when we're unsure, when we're afraid, and when we're growing. So grace calls us. Strength sustains us, and Christ makes his home in us. So just stay there for a moment and really think on that and let that truth rest within you. So that's going to be the cap of today's study. I'm sorry that I did not get it out on the day that I usually get these studies out on. I had a very busy week and I was unable to record. But I will be having chapter 4 out swiftly. I just got to make the script, but it shouldn't be too long. I already have my verses. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to stick around because Ephesians chapter 4 will be coming out hopefully Saturday or Sunday. I will get right to work on those videos, on those scripts. But that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure to don't make sure, you don't have to, but like, subscribe, comment if you have any ideas. I'd love to hear your ideas. And just share this video. If you know someone who really needs to hear this, just share the video to them so they can hear it. That's going to be all. Peace and blessings. I love you guys.